Hello and welcome back to London Beautiful Life. I'm Cassie and today we're at the BFI Southbank for BFI Flair. All right, we're here with Peter. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So how did this film come about?
So S4C wanted to commission a new comedy for the opening of Iris Film Festival. And so they went to some producers who found Leo Drayton, who's our amazing writer. And they started working on it, and obviously they needed a director, and they'd seen a series called Lost Boys and Fairies on BBC Wales and BBC One, which you can watch on iPlayer. And I'd been the second unit director on that, and they asked me to come on board. So that's when I came on board, started working with Leo towards the end of the script stages. And S4C is our national Welsh broadcaster, so it's the broadcaster in the Welsh language.
So we know this is a comedy. How did you approach balancing humor with the sensitive themes?
So that's something that I actually really like to do. I think there's no stronger way to make a message land than to put comedy on either side of it. I think that you can actually really go deeper in some ways with really sensitive and difficult subjects in a comedy because people are up for it and they're not feeling preached at. So I think it was about just really finding moments of connection between the characters, finding those serious moments. And one of the scenes I was this beautiful scene between the father and the son and his father, where they're recalibrating their relationship after his top surgery. I was I really want to put this somewhere beautiful. Mm-hmm. And so I found this bench that was actually on my running route in Wales, very close to the church that we filmed. Well, I thought it was very close to the film that the church that we filmed at, but it was actually on the day we couldn't get access by car, so my crew, we all had to carry all the kit 2 miles down a dirt track to get to this bench. My actors were having to walk along in wellies, and they're oh my God, Pete, I'm going to kill you. Where are we? Port Talbot. But then luckily we got there and everyone was oh yeah, actually this is really pretty. So I think it's it's putting those sensitive moments in beautiful places and giving them the space and time that they deserve.
Absolutely, and laughter is universal.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So how does Teth contribute to the conversation surrounding transgender visibility in Welsh media?
Well, this is actually the first trans story in the Welsh language. It's also the first Welsh language film at BFI Flair.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. So actually, there just hasn't been one before. And actually, Welsh is, I'm going to say that Welsh is really queer friendly, and there are a lot of fantastic people making sure that really important, diverse stories are told. So it definitely contributes something new and something accessible. Yeah.
Out of curiosity, what is your favorite Welsh word?
What's my favorite? All right, my favorite. So a mouse is a llygordyn. Llygordyn. And a rat is a llygordyn ffyrneg, which is an angry mouse.
Angry mouse.
Yeah.
We love that.
That's our word for rat.
What impact do you hope that this film will have on audiences both in the LGBTQ plus community and wider audiences?
So when I finished this film, I sent it to my uncle back home, who's definitely not aware of queer politics in any way, shape or form. And I didn't know how he was going to take it. And he was oh, fair play, Pete. That was a bloody hoot, that was. And at the end of the day, family's family. Yeah. So I think I'm hoping that people will see the allies in the film. People will see the allies in the film and want to be allies themselves.
That is amazing. What do you hope to do in the future?
So I've got 2 feature films in development at the moment. So one is called Clapham Trash Bag, which is based on a play I wrote called Five Guys Gilling, which is about the chemsex scene in London. We think that 3 men a month in London die from chemsex related issues, and London Ambulance Service is called out once a day. So I'm working on a film about that with the producer that I worked with on Lost Boys and Fairies. And I've also just been commissioned to write another feature film, which is called The Only Gay Porn Star in Upper Cumturch, which is based on the true story of how I lost my virginity to an American porn star in a rural Welsh village one Christmas.
You'll have to watch that. We'll keep an eye out.
So I'm working on them.
And lastly, where can we see some of your work?
So a short film I made a couple of years ago, which also showed here at BFI Flair, which is called G Flat, starring Richard Wilson. You can see that on 4OD for film. Also, obviously, I was the second unit director on Lost Boys and Fairies, which is an amazing 3-part drama about queer adoption set in Wales, and that's available on BBC iPlayer.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for being with us, and congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.